welcome to the Watcher update. So it's 1st to 2nd of December, which here in Australia is officially summer. Apparently we've got heat wave warnings and we're going to be 40 degrees Celsius or 120 plus, whatever that is in your international US Fahrenheit, whatever you want to call it. So we've had the Watcher post on the US PTR 7.15 forum a quick update, and I just wanted to touch base with that, hopefully not ramble on too much. It's quite clear to me, as you can read that. Let me just quickly check my, yep, just bobbing along. It's quite clear. You can, what people have been saying since I guess alpha, that the Warlock specs have been suffering mechanical issues, and numerous people have written encyclopedias of the issues, and gave feedback upon feedback upon feedback, and apparently it's fell on deaf ears. Now let's just drop to this bottom line, and let's we've been too reluctant to acknowledge these problems. Okay, to these problems, and they don't have any solutions for them. But they've had several months or more in development time to have listened to its user base, which it basically takes advantage of when it releases raids. And I know they're the designers, and they have a design, and they'll tweak bugs and things like that. But to I guess dictate and tell people how to play a spec after it was so good in previous expansions, and to put it in a place where it's lost all its fantasy, it's sort of almost an empty husk and shell of itself, and then to acknowledge, probably too reluctant to acknowledge the problems. There are so many people on that forum, I think, almost crying. The passion that has been there for a fucking computer game is amazing. People have been, and I've seen it, and I've just gone, I'm not a developer, but I'm obviously biased. I play the Warlock spec. I understand there's an issue. It's not fun, and I'm struggling. I launched as Affliction, and I'm a stubborn person. I'm someone. I work within the rules of engagement or whatever, or set rules of the business, and I'll work hard and I'll build something, build a business, build two. I've been successful in numerous different things. One of my strengths and also weakness is sometimes I'm quite stubborn, and where some people might give up and go off and do something else, I stay and I keep going. I take the hit, because there's still a line from Rocky. It's not how hard you can hit, to a degree sometimes it is, and it's how hard you can get hit and get back up and keep going forward. And you shouldn't be getting that experience in a game. And this spec, honestly, to me, Demonology back in patch 6.2, back in Warlords of Draenor, there's a slight tweak. If it was up to me, I would have thought this is a really good spec. I would have changed. I would have got rid of I think it's Soulburn, and just gave that instant cast demon touch or demon spark or whatever it was, the instant cast, low damage, but it gave you high mobility. And I think that's what it should have been. You're a fucking demon, for the love of God, and the damage you're doing in that space is nothing much. It's nothing much. But I know, just tweak the damage a little bit, and the mechanics would have been fantastic. And this whole talk about it was too complex. In comparison to what they've done to these three specs since then, the Affliction, Destro, and Demonology, oh God, I don't know. It is like they've purposely done this to put the class into the shadows. Or if someone is so bad and had no idea and had all these great ideas, and they've let the intern out, and the intern has just completely fucked it. Now, I think the truth is somewhere in between, and I still think the truth is that this expansion it's always about new. No one's going to take an update version, say, of an iPhone or whatever, but a brand new iPhone, you can't say iPhone 3D, 5 3D, but if you say iPhone 6, and slightly bigger screen, blah, 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 but it's new, and people buy new because we're consumers. Demon Hunter spec is new. It took a lot of what for several years was the demonology class, and they let it, a lot of people use that class. As I said, the reason they nerfed the fuck out of it in the end, after buffing it and making it the best overall spec, is the nerf the damage, and then say they're going to rework it, and they've had several months or up to a year or more to fix it, and then they've then completely they say one thing and doing the other, and it looks like to me, and if you read the forums like I've read, it doesn't look like they know what they're doing. It's like we've started off in a west. It's like we're watching a TV show and it starts as a western, and then halfway through the show or the movie, they realise that mightn't be the best thing, and they change it to a sci-fi, and there's no explanation, and you're sort of sitting there going, "What the fuck? Doesn't make any sense." And this is what I've been on the PTR looking at Destro for PvP and Affliction, and saying to myself, what the fuck is going on? There's no communication. This isn't making any sense. What is going on? What the hell are you guys doing? Like, so without going off too much, they've acknowledged they've got no idea what they're doing. They've come back and said there's core concerns. They've got no immediate solutions, which is just fucking unbelievable. It's going to take a lot more time to design and implement and test than this next patch 7.1. People are talking patch 7.2, people are talking patch 8. Some are even saying the next expansion. Well, I tell you what, I felt like I fucking paid to beta test the Warlock class at the start of WoD when they gutted the fuck out of the AoE and all the rest of it, because Eon so pissed off back in Siege of Orgrimmar the Warlocks could do top single target damage, top cleave, top AoE, Warlocks. And I was just thinking, Jesus, I thought I was pretty good at the spec, but I never saw Warlocks completely dominating class. I pug a lot, and pugs to me are like the ultimate, I saw multiple combinations of hunters and mages, all different classes dominating at certain times, and it was always, everyone was capable of being up there, and there wasn't sort of a domination. But anyway, to turn, what is it, December, August, September, October, November. So you tell us on the 1st or 2nd December, 4th month of the expansion, that you've got no idea, you've got no immediate solutions, you admit you've got no how long it's going to take you, and then to list just a couple of examples by removing image generation destro and making everyone have shards, you fucked it, is simple phrase. And then the mechanics of demonic empowerment as a maintenance buff every fucking time you cast something, I would refuse to use Soul Effigy. I just felt it was a piss weak, like, target dummy. I was just like, piss off. And I'm not trying to be in the world first mythic guild, so it didn't really faze me. Just to set that, 4 paragraphs. And it's taken 4 months for you guys to come out and be honest. You've taken my money, and Jesus, what is it, $15, $16 a month or whatever? Who gives a shit? But it's the time, and it's the time invested. And there's the main reason I've held myself back getting into mythic raiding, which is what I was core doing, and it's been my work commitment. So I've been flying a lot in between capital cities. And I did want to be someone who takes a fucking laptop with me, and because I got to play a game. I was just like, nah, fuck it. I want to go out and meet people, work in the business, have a few drinks, socialise, not be sitting in some random unit, apartment or hotel room, playing on some dodgy connection, or whatever. And just knew that until, from my point of view, I knew December was going to be my time to get back into it and go hard. And I was hoping that there would be some mechanical fixes and that things would be a bit smoother and balanced. And I was looking really positively recently, and then just to see the PTR changes where I was just trying to work out, how does any of this make sense for Affliction? How does any of this make any sense for Destro? I haven't even discussed Affliction's weakness in its artifacts. Now, I've got all the gold on my artifacts on my Affliction now, because my artifact knowledge is 4,500 or something now, percentage, so I get 20,000 and 30,000 per world questing, so I can quickly pump it up. As the players continually keep saying, there's 2 gold talents that only really kick in once you've killed things, and that's great for dungeoning, but it's shit. I looked at Destro's, and Destro's pretty uninspiring, and all Demonology's ones are basically passive damage boosters and things like that. And I've got all those on Demonology now. I've got all my gold talents on my artifact. Actually, let's actually just swap over and have a look. Oop, that's if I press the right button. Yeah, so I've got my 3 gold, or technically 4. I think the Demonology versions aren't too bad. Destro and Affliction could be better. Definitely Affliction needs a lot of loving. But I don't know how you guys are feeling. I think Pyromancer, if you go to the US Battle.net forums, he's got a link there. You can type some shit into a forum. It's probably about the 15th time someone has tried to done something in the last 12 months or so, 12 to 6 months, to give feedback. But the truth is, they've known. And I think that, as I said, I think this is on purpose. When this game launched, it's Legion, the new class is Demon Hunter. They wanted Warlocks, which is Warlock, Demons, Demonology. It is such synergy of the Warlock class and Demons, and the bad guy of this expansion is a Warlock. They put us in the shadows. They put us in the corner. You know, no one puts baby in the corner, baby. I'm telling you that now. They put us in the bloody corner. They gutted us. They fucking nerfed us. They put it the Demon Hunters. And as soon as I saw the Demon Hunter, I've got the 2 Alliance and Horde Demon Hunter. I've only got them 100, 101, 102. They're phenomenal. It's the graphics, design, the spec. You only need click a couple buttons. If you've got a good gear, you do tremendous DPS, AoE, single target, whatever. Things have changed because there's quite a few patches. I haven't really played the Demon Hunter since. But it was quite obvious to me that the Demon Hunter is so fucking cool. Shit, he's got tats. It's like you're the old boyfriend. I think I've used this before in a video. It's like you're the old boyfriend, and the new boyfriend's got long hair, he's got a ponytail, he's got a Harley, and he's got tats, and you're like, hang on. I used to be cool. I used to have some of that, and I think they just put it there because it's marketing. It's marketing 101. It's business 101. This will get people in. A lot of people prefer to play melee. This is a combination of a high movement melee, and I think they just went, yeah, just like do a maintenance run on Warlock. Just do the maintenance design and implementation on the Warlock classes, and they go, yeah, that's enough. That's playable. Leave it in the corner. Focus on, some of the cool, what they consider the cool specs. I knew straight away, like fire mages. I was so tempted to run with the fire mage, and but as I said, I'm a fucking Warlock player. It's just, I wish I wasn't so stubborn and stupid. So guys, give me a thumbs up, give me your love, give me your hate, whatever it is. Give us your feedback. Jump on the forums, read these posts, have a go. But I whacked it up there for you. I'll put a link in the description, and may the force be with you as the new Star Wars movie comes out. Hasta la vista.